Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Milo, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. I have a little bit of work being done outside, so if you hear some hammering, I do apologize. There's some now. I'm not sure if you can hear that. But I let the game run for a few hours today, build us up a whole bunch of cash to play with. Our lines are doing really good. We're making a bunch of money. Some of our lines are losing money, but it really doesn't matter that much. Go ahead and look at all of them. So we're making 6 million. This range is between 6 million and 17 million. So that line's doing really well for us. That's our new cargo CLB line. And then this other NRM to Yerba line is doing very good as well. What's going on with these two lines? This line here is bringing logs down from Cuba. It's dropping them off in Maracunda. It's then heading down to Normanville where it's picking up planks and con mats. It's coming back up to Maracunda. It's dropping off a little bit of con mats, and then it's picking up the food and the tolls before it runs back up to Colba to pick up more logs. Now, when it drops the logs off here in Maracunda, those logs are being split between this station here and the NRM to Murba line, right? So that's being picked up here, sent down to Murba, and sent over to this sawmill, which was connected already with our fuel refinery. The goods are then being sent back, and they're being shipped back down to Maracunda as well. So those lines are doing really, really well for us. I did change the amount of cars we had on here. I went with a more even split, so 11 stake cars and then 10 of the box cars there. That's pretty much all of the tinkering that I did, except for I adjusted a few of the vehicles on some of our lines, but not a big deal there. Some of the comments from the previous episode. We only need the signals where the trains are entering, not where they're exiting. So we don't need it there. And we don't need it there. Now, up here in Kulaba, it was also mentioned that there was a very small piece of track missing from right about here. I don't know how you saw that, but thank you very much for letting me know that. We take a look over on this side of the map. This riverbed has never been painted. Stephen Spry did comment on that. We got a good laugh. That was just a big Milo brain fart moment. So I'm sorry about that. And then over here, when we were building this station, it was mentioned that had we left it in the original spot and added cargo stations or buildings to each side of the platform, it then would have connected with the two industries. So that's a really good tip for the future. We'll definitely use that. Actually, I think I have an idea already of where we can test that out. So this station right now is not reaching that factory. So if we go into configure and we go into our cargo buildings, yeah, let's put a medium one right there, and then that should extend that radius so it's now picking up that building. Now what we can do with that is we can take this line that's currently dropping logs off here, these trucks, and then running them down. And we're going to... Let's pause the game. Let's just redo the thing. So we're going to bring them down to Vegas now. And then Maracunda is where we were picking them up. Let's make sure we're going around on the other side. We are. Okay, so that's going to skip this whole process. So we're going to be able to delete that line out and sell off those vehicles. But we have a whole bunch of planks there right now, so we might as well run those out. So we'll let that keep running. So over here in Bathurst, let's get this whole system up and going. We're going to add some bus station right here. Make sure we have enough room to expand it on either side because there's a bunch of towns this is going to be servicing. For now, we'll just extend this a little bit. And can we get a street access in here? No, can't. Still no. Okay, so now we want to start sending buses out all over the place. So let's go ahead and start with Bathurst first, I guess. Stations first. Okay, so let's come down this way. Around here. Up to here, and that should cover the whole city. Want that line going there. And this was... I don't think we've named that yet, so we're going to call it T for truck, BTR. Line 1, and it's not truck, it is B for bus. Make that our blue color. Another line going the other way. And this is going to be B for bus, BTR line 2. Okay, now we need a depot over here, I believe. We don't have one. We deleted that while we were rebuilding. Let's put that over here out of the way. Okay. Passenger, we got a new bus here. Runs at 35, carries 11. We'll try that out. We'll go with 2 of those. Line 1 and then line 2. Now, let's go up to Mount Warning. And I want to try to do this with 1 stop. That should work great. Go here, and then we're going to come down. Here, and we're going to add a station. We'll just go ahead and add a few of them now. Okay, back to that line, add station, come down here. And then we want you to come out here. There we go. We're going to make that blue. And we're going to name that B for bus. There we go. Sorry about that. So that's Mount Warning, right? So B for bus, BRT. What did we name that already? We should have a Mount Warning MTW. MTW transfer. Let's get 6 of those. All right, let's get up here to Wanglapong. Then we want to do this with 1 stop. Get a new line. Okay, so you're coming in and then turning around. So what is the best way to get you to not do that? I guess we can put a waypoint in here. have you leave out this way. No, that's not what we want to do. We want to have you come in that way. Waypoint on that side. So manage line, we want to go from green, we're going to come down here. And then we should go and stop it. Okay, so this is going to be B for bus, BRT, to WPG, transfer. And let's add 6 vehicles onto there as well. The WPG transfer. Okay, and then these guys I can just do off of camera, but they're all going to be that same sort of setup there. So let's go ahead and take a look at, first of all, what's going on here. I must have hit a cargo station instead of the bus station. There we go. And then this should still be set up right. Yep. Okay, so that's fixed. We opened a new train. We'll take a look at that in a moment because we are going to get cargo and passengers coming into that station there. So let's go to new line. From Normanville. Around the loop. Maracunda. To Sandy Point. Dury Harbor. I don't know why it's choosing to stop on that side, but we'll look at that stuff later. Vegas. Bathurst. That's going to be one really long commuter line. Hopefully we can put multiple trains on that. And then it's going to stop everywhere on the way back as well. So Vegas. Go on the other side there. There we go. It's doing that switch lanes there. The crossover. I don't know why it does that, but I guess it's just the way the station is facing. But it doesn't seem to affect anything, so I don't really worry about it. So this one here, Dury Harbor, we also want you on the other side there. And then you can go there. Sandy Point. We also want you on that side. But we don't want you doing that. So it's coming in here, stopping, going back out and around the loop. Why would it want to do that? There is no missing track there, right? Well, we'll just go ahead and leave it that way, I guess. And that just auto-fixed it. Okay. Moving on. And I think that should be good. Down here, going around the loop. Yeah, it definitely looks good. Except for it does that. I don't know why it does that. Down here and around the again. Okay, so let's name this rail NRM to BRT mainline. Go over to our depot. We'll take a look at that new train. The Class A3 Flying Scotsman, 120 kilometers an hour. That's pretty nice, but it doesn't really seem as powerful as the Mikado. However, I think that is what we're going to use and try to take advantage of that speed. I hope it doesn't just get stuck behind our other trains, which might end up happening. I think we're actually going to stick with the Mikado. And we're going to make it really big. Let's do... It's actually too long already. There we go. 209 should be good. 28 million, let's do it. And this is going on... There we go. The main line. I hope this line's profitable. I've never strung that many cities together on one train before. I hope that works out. So now let's think about cargo. So we have all of these cities down here that are all connected. They want conmats and tolls all over the place. We have that. We don't have goods yet, or what is that, machines? Yeah, we don't have any machines. Food is already being produced over here. However, we might be able to exchange that back and forth, I guess. And we do have a little bit of fuel demand. So, I think I want a train that comes out of Murba to service this area. And then we can send whatever we can back. So, let's set up that line. Here it goes around the loop. Okay, we're going to make that the light green color. We're going to name that R for rail, MRB to BRT goods transfer. Let's do cargo transfer, since goods is a cargo in the game. Okay, so let's take a look at trains again. We're going again with the Mikado. And we're going to mix this up. So we're going to do a couple boxcars. Let's do 7 of those. We'll do 7 of these. And then we'll do 7 tank cars as well. And we can actually fit... Are these the wrong ones? Okay, sorry about that. Let me redo this. Okay. Oh. Looky here. The 412-2 Class 9000. Look at that power and tractive effort. We need to get this on our CLB cargo line. We're definitely going right into that train. So cargo again, let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 box cars. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. And then let's get 7 tank cars as well. And we can still fit a few more. That train was a little bit bigger, so I wasn't sure. So let's go ahead and add 1, those. Okay. I wish you could just hold this in and drag it. There we go. Let's move this one over as well. And that's going to be 24 million. And that is going to go on the MRBBRT cargo transfer line. Okay, so we'll see what that does. I don't think we have food coming in here right now. So let's take a look at this line. Manage vehicles. Let's edit this vehicle. Actually, we'll just go ahead and replace it now, since we're going to be replacing everything to this train. And right now it has, so with 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. We'll add in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we'll do the rest of state cars. So that gave us 13 state cars. And we'll replace that for 23 million. So I'm hoping that brings food into Mirba and starts sending it out down here, and then also sends food back. But we'll see what happens, because again, this quarry is running at maximum. This is running at almost maximum, and nothing's going out of Mirba in the form of con mats at this time. So, however, we now have this connected too with con mats that can go in either direction, and you know, we have this one producing it here as well. So we'll have to see what happens with that line. And this line just has tons of cargo sitting there. Add some more of those vehicles. Let's take a look here. So this is the line. We want this line to start picking up food. And it looks like it already is. Then it's putting it on both sides of the line. So it's going to pick up food, head down to Normanville, come back to Mirba, pick up more food. But that's okay. I like to see that those goods are moving. Everything seems to be moving around nicely now. So we're going to let that run and let that all sink in while I plan out what we're going to build in the next episode. If anybody has any suggestions, please leave those in the comments. I really like those suggestions. I read them all. And I thank you very much for being here today. If you could, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next episode.